Hey you guys, thank you so much for hopping on my YouTube video. You guys, welcome back. So the topic that I wanted to share with you guys is, at the end of the day, when the universe removes that certain person from your life, understand that the universe heard things that you didn't hear, right? And the reason why I want to talk about this is because y'all know whatever I talk on my YouTube video, and I'm motivating and inspiring you about, is I've been through it, I experienced it, and it's so crazy, y'all, how we create some big story in our head about this about a person that the universe removes out of your life, and you're so clinged on to that story and what you created inside of your head about this person. And it's just like, at the end of the day, because of your attachment on that person and that story that you're clinged onto, you don't see sometimes the bigger picture of what the universe was trying to do for you. And I kid you not, later on, as you start to heal, you will start to really understand what the universe is trying to do for you. I always look at it as that when the universe removes certain people out of your life, it's because the universe heard things that you didn't hear, seen things that you probably didn't see, right? So at the end of the day, I'm speaking this because a past relationship of mine, I had created a story around this person for such a freaking long time, right? I thought that, he was a good guy, he was this, he was that. And even though I knew the red flags, even though he showed me certain things, it's after when I started to become healed over that person, I was able to now see exactly what the universe was probably trying to show me, but at that time I wasn't trying to hear, I wasn't trying to listen, right? So, and then when I got to the healing, actually the person ended up revealing a lot more to me, again, from what I couldn't see when I was with that person. So at the end of the day, it's understanding that when the universe removes certain people out of your life, best believe that the universe is removing it again for a lesson and to help you to understand that, trust me, there's some things that we think we know sometimes about a person, and we really don't know certain things that are behind closed doors. And sometimes we won't get that closure to know exactly what it was. But again, just having the comfort of knowing that the universe probably seen things and heard things that you didn't see, and maybe you may not get that closure of hearing those things or seeing those things, but at the end of the day, the closure is from understanding that if the universe removed that person for your life, best believe there's a reason for it. There's always a lesson to be learned in it. And again, when you can let go of those stories that you create inside of your head around that person, and let go of the attachment of that person, some of the things that the universe was trying to show you that was behind closed doors, or things that you didn't see or hear, will eventually align with you. And it may be a year from now, it may be 2 years from now, it may be 3 years from now, but you'll be so much more awakened because you detached yourself from those stories that you created of that person. So you're going to be able to see the veil is going to be thin, and you're going to be able to see a lot more clear because you're no longer attached to those stories that you created of that person, right? So your mind is going to be more open to see other things that your mind couldn't see because you were so clinged on and so attached to those stories. So it's trusting in the universe to understand that if the universe removed a certain person from your life, and this could be with a friend, this could be with a significant other, the universe heard shit that you didn't hear. The universe seen shit that you didn't see. So just put full faith in the universe and understanding that, man, the universe and God is protecting you from those people. And again, the reason why I'm making this video is because there's 2 incidents of 2 people from my past that now that I've made amends with, and I healed from them, and I did the inner work of releasing and letting them go and forgiving them, and letting go again of the stories that I created of those people. It's so fucking crazy, y'all, how now that I'm released from them, I'm able to see on a higher scale on how they really were. And it's crazy because like I still keep in contact with both of them once in a while, and it's like when I have conversations or I see their actions or I see their movements, you see on a clear scope that you're like, what the fuck was I thinking? You know, now I can see why the universe was protecting me and took that person out of my life, right? You start to see their actions clearer. You start to see, you know, how they speak, how they talk, how they move, how they present themselves. You see all these things in a much clearer scope because you let go of that story that you had created about them for such a long period of time, right? So again, I can't stress to you guys how when you can release yourself from those stories that you clinged on about those people inside of your life and just really let go of those stories, you will start to see a lot clearer on, you know, what it is that you actually wanted for closure. Because a lot of times certain people in different relationships, they just want closure. They wanted to understand, why was this person like that? Why did they do this to me? Why did they do that to me? Why didn't they love me? Why didn't they treat me good? And you want closure. But best believe, I promise you this, I kid you not, you will get your closure after you let go of the stories that you're creating inside of your mind wrapped up around that person, right? And once you can let go of that closure that you wanted, you'll be able to see it a lot more clearer on why the universe took that person away from you. And from you letting go of the stories that you created of that person and letting go and forgiving them, you're gonna be able to see on a clear vision on how that person really is. And you're gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, man, they're not a good person. Or the way they talk, the way they move, the things that they say, the way they present themselves, you're just like, man, like, and you're gonna have this aha moment. I promise you this, if you let go of the stories that you're creating of that person and let going the need to want to know and have closure and just forgiving them and just put the focus on you and work on you, eventually that same damn closure that's driving you crazy right now, the same damn closure that you want so badly and so desperately and maybe you're not receiving from that friend or from that relationship, I promise you, you will get it, in the sense that you'll be so awakened to see things at a much more clearer side of things, because you're not clinged onto a certain story of that person, right? And when you can release and let go of things with that person, whether it's letting go that you're not going to get the closure right now or ever maybe, or it's letting go and just letting go and letting go. And the more that you release and let go and let go and let go and put the focus on you, is the more faster it'll take, I promise you this, that you might be able to get that closure that you're so desperately wanting. You may not get it exactly from that person's mouth, but you will be able to see things again a lot clearer on how that person was, to understand why, right? In a bigger scope, why the universe removed that person from you. Or maybe again, like I said, in my situation, it was, you know, later down the line, I finally was able to talk back to that person, and just hearing them speak and how they are in their new relationship, I'm like, I dodged a motherfucking bullet. Like, you know what I mean? My closure was just from how I seen them in their next relationship. You know what I mean? So I honestly feel like eventually you probably will get your closure. Maybe it depends on your situation, but it's when you heal that I think that the closure will then become a lot more closer to you, whether it's closure with yourself and seeing things at a higher level, a clearer level, or talking back to that person, or hearing something about that person in the new relationship that made you have that aha moment, right? That brings that closure for you. So trust the universe. Trust the universe. If the universe removes somebody outside of your life, whether it be a friend, whether it's a significant other or whatever, the universe heard things that you didn't hear, and the universe seen things that you did not motherfucking see. So I hope that this video has inspired you and uplifted you in some sort of way to trust your process and trust that the universe knows what the fuck they're doing. The God and the universe knows what they're doing. So trust it, you guys. I always say in all my videos, each one teach one, share the love, share the knowledge. If you have a friend that's going through a hard time with a breakup or with a hard friendship problem or whatever, share this video with them or share this knowledge with them. Let them know that trust the universe. The universe heard stuff that you didn't hear, and say that to them. Say that to them. Motivate somebody, because all my YouTube videos is all about wising up mentally and rising up inside of your life. So let's wise up and rise up together. You guys, if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, give me a thumbs down. Tell me what your thoughts are about this video. Again, if it's uplifted you, inspired you in some sort of way. If you want more different content on something that you're going through, you want me to give you some advice on it, leave me a comment, let me know, and I'll make a video on it. If you would like, you guys can also join the Wise Up, Rise Up community. I have a Facebook group that inspires people in so many different levels. And then I have an amazing podcast that drops every Thursday called the Wise Up, Rise Up podcast. It's on Spotify and it's on Anchor. And then I also have an amazing TikTok that's blowing up right now. Go check it out. I'll leave the link inside of the comments. That gives a lot of amazing relationship advices, and it's doing so well right now. So go check that out. And hey, if anybody out there, if you watch my videos and it inspires you in some sort of way and you want me to give you some relationship advice, you want me to help you out and get you to a higher vibration and a higher level than how I am, let me know. Go on my Instagram. There's a Linktree link. You can book a half an hour free consultation with me, and we'll see how we can work together to get you wising up and rising up inside of your life. Let's get it.